Did I look like a mannequin? I've been trying to look like a mannequin lately. All right, so first things first, you need to copy this down. Live, Mr. Wamsted, can you pause right now and let them copy that down? Okay, real quick, I'm gonna talk. We're gonna talk about lines today, all right? And every line has two really important parts. Those parts are called the Y-intercept and the slope. The Y-intercept is just a fancy word for where the line crosses the Y-axis. I'm about to show you an example. And the slope we've talked about before is just the steepness of the line, but we haven't talked about that formula. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna look at Y-intercepts, real easy, and slope with the formula. M is the letter we use for slope, and don't ask why M stands for slope. Nobody knows. I'm kidding. Probably we could Google it and figure it out, but I forgot. I used to know, but I forgot. I'll look it up. All right, let's come over here to our example. All right, and you're gonna need to copy this down as well. Go ahead and hit pause, Mr. Wamsted. So what you'll notice, is that we have a line, all right? It's a red line. It's got 2 points, A and B, and that line has a name. Go ahead and add this to your notes. Line AB, or in little shorthand, we write the letter A and the letter B, and we just put a little line over it, all right? You've seen that before, not this year, but there it is now. So we have line AB. Notice it has Y-intercept, all right? So right there. It also has a slope, meaning it's steep. It's not too steep, but it is a little steep. It's not flat, right? So it has a slope. It has a Y-intercept right there where it crosses the Y-axis and it has a slope. We're gonna do 3 things today. Every question is gonna go 3 ways, 3 steps, all right? Go ahead and copy this down in that 4th quadrant. Step 1 is to find the Y-intercept. Step 2 is to label the coordinates. And step 3 is to find slope using the formula. Finding the Y-intercept is very simple. The Y-intercept is wherever the line crosses the Y-axis, 1, 2. So the Y-intercept in this case is 2. It's always just where the line crosses the Y-axis. That's what intercept means in math. All right, the Y-intercept is where the line crosses the Y-axis. Now we are going to label the coordinates. It is really important that you label them the right way. I'm gonna come up here, okay? We have 2 coordinates, A and B. We're gonna also talk about them as a first coordinate and a second coordinate. Our first coordinate is A, and our second coordinate is B. And we are going to find these coordinates, meaning we're gonna just do some quick counting. Meaning we're going to do some quick counting and find where the coordinates are. A is at 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So it's at 2, 3. We found A by going 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Similarly, we will find B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we went over 6 and up 5. We've been doing that. You've been doing that for the longest. Most of y'all knew how to do that when we reviewed it this year. All right, but we've been doing that for weeks now. Here's the labeling part that's really important. We are going to label these coordinates. Let me do this orange. We're going to label these coordinates in a very specific way, and it's always got to be the same way. The first coordinate, we're going to label this x1 and y1. And the second coordinate, we're going to label this x2 and y2. Write that down over the coordinates. That's labeling the coordinates. We write 1a, and then we write the coordinate, we write 2b, and we write the coordinate, and then over top, we write x1, y1, x2, y2. We do this every time we label the coordinates. Step 1, find the y-intercept. Easy, is right there. Step 2, label the coordinates. A little bit more, just some counting, and a very specific way we're going to do it. A very specific way. Step 3, we're going to find the slope using the formula. Here is the formula. It's the same formula every time. M, slope, equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It is the same formula every time you find slope. All right? And now, we're just going to substitute these into theirs. These into theirs. Y2 is 5. Okay, I can do that. Hold on, let me do it like this. I like to do this way when I'm substituting. Y2 is 5. I'll even do this because this stuff doesn't change. Y2 is 5. Y1, come over here and check it out, is 3. X2 is 6. And X1 is 2. It's not hard, but you have to do it right. If one number goes in the wrong spot, that's another number that's going to be in the wrong spot, and you'll get the wrong answer. Okay? Now it's just math, though. It's just math. Subtract the top, subtract the bottom. All right? Just going to keep it going right here. All right? No, let's not do that. Let's keep it going right here. 5 minus 3 is 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. That's it. It's almost it. But all I did was subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. And now I will reduce if possible. Well, remember, reducing is dividing the top and the bottom by the same number. In this case, I can divide the top and the bottom by 2, and I end up with a slope of 1/2. M is 1/2. That's not that bad. All right? Again, 3 steps. What did I do? I found the y-intercept by just looking on the graph. I labeled the coordinates. Extremely important that you label them the right way. And then step 3, I did a little bit of substituting and a little bit of subtracting, and my slope is 1/2. So my y-intercept is 2, and my slope is 1/2. That's all we're doing today. We're finding slope, we're finding y-intercepts. There's a little bit more we can say about this, but we'll say it after we get good at this. All right? And yeah, let me back up. Let me get back to my mannequin practice. Try a different one. How about this one? The trick is to take a deep breath first so you don't breathe. I'll see y'all later. It's time to do some work.